Hi there, and welcome to episode 3 of the Executive Code podcast. So what is the Executive Code? Well, the Executive Code is founded on science. It's a methodology that maximizes the mental performance of an individual in so many different ways. So whether it is a person that functions well but struggles with their mental health in terms of depression or suicide ideation, or it's a person that already functions well, then the Executive Code brings their performance to a much, much greater level. So if it's to be more creative, more innovative, more strategic, or you want to plan more effectively, then the Executive Code enables that. If it's to find purpose, meaning, or fulfillment in your life, then the Executive Code enables that. So how does it work? Well, first of all, it starts with the brain. You see, in times of stress, worry, fear, or anxiety, there's a part of the brain called the amygdala that kicks in. The amygdala is responsible for our feelings and our emotions. It causes situations like fight, flight, or freeze responses. And then stress hormones begin to be circulated in the body, i.e. cortisol. The body then begins to contract physically. So in a moment of fear and anxiety, literally our body contracts. Our breathing even becomes more shallow. And as we begin to run stories in our mind of what could happen, it increases our levels of fear and anxiety, which then continues to make matters worse. On the other hand, there's the executive center part of the brain. Now, its job and function is objectivity, creativity, innovation, and planning. Its whole purpose is to find out how do I get from A to Z in the fastest, easiest, and less costly way. Now, what I mean by less costly, I mean in time, energy, and effort. So how does it do it? Well, you see, the conscious mind can only take in and process a very small amount of information at any one point in time. The unconscious mind, however, can take in all the information through all our senses. And we've got 6 senses. We've got sight, we've got hearing, feeling, taste, smell, and our 6th sense, which is our gut feeling or our intuition. Now, going back to when we were living in the cave, the purpose of the executive center was to protect us from predators. So while we were picking berries, our unconscious mind would still take in all the information from its surroundings through our 6 senses. Then when a tiger or a bear approached, the purpose of the executive center was to find out how do we get out of that current situation and back into our cave safely and as quickly and as easily as possible. That's what it does. That's the primary function of the executive center. Yet all over the millennia, we've come to use more of our amygdala and less of our executive center. Let me give you an example. Writing by hand activates part of the executive center, whereas over the years we do pretty much all our work through keyboards. We're doing less handwriting, so therefore we're using less of the executive center as a result of that, even just that one simple task. But here's the other thing. Our conscious mind connects with our unconscious mind via our executive center, and our unconscious mind connects with the SuperConscious, or what is also called the higher power, higher mind, universe, God, infinite. So our aim is to operate from our executive center primarily, so as to find out the fastest, the easiest, and less costly way of doing things. When we operate from the executive center, the whole point then is to try and connect to our unconscious, which takes in all the information through our 6 senses. We then need to have our unconscious connect with our superconscious, which then brings about limitless and infinite possibilities. That's the process we want to master in our lives, activating and operating from our executive center, connecting to our unconscious, and connecting to our superconscious. That's what the executive code does. It connects your executive center to your unconscious to your superconscious. That's why it's called the executive code. It all starts with the executive center in the brain. So over these episodes, I'm going to share with you elements of the executive code and insights to help you increase your mental fitness and your performance, and therefore you'll be able to achieve far greater things in your life. That's it for now, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next episode.